Hello everyone. In this video, we'll try to understand what is local variables and global variables, right? So first we'll talk about global variables, right? So what is global variable? So when a variable is declared outside of the function or in the global scope, we can call it as a global variable. Which means when you talk about the global variable, we can access that variable inside a function or the outside a function. We'll take an example and try to solve it, right? Let's say x equal to maybe Vishwa. This is the variable. I created one function called maybe some name test, right? Here what I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to print x, right? And now we create a function. Obviously we need to call it, right? So when I run this function, do you see the Vishwa got printed, right? Which means this x is a global variable. As I said, the global variable can be accessed inside a function and outside a function. Obviously, we can access outside a function as well, right? And what happen if I try to edit this, uh, the variable inside a function? We'll see it. The test. Now I'll say x equal to maybe x plus Teja, right? Let me try to run this test. Did you see? Local variable x reference before assignment, which is saying, boss, you did not, uh, created an object x, created a variable x, right? Did you see we are using x here, right? So in order to do any modification inside a function and global variable, what should we do is we should say global x, boss, this particular variable x is already declared in global variable, right, which is outside a function. Now if I run this, oh, we need to print here, right? So let me print x. Did you see? So because we ran this function two times, right? Maybe that's why, because it printed two times, right? Let me, right? So this is how we can modify the global variable inside a function. So now we modified this global variable inside a function, right? Now we'll see how whether it modified in this particular x or not, right? So let's print this. It's also modified there, right? Because it is referencing this variable here, right? So whenever you do changes inside a function, that will reflect the variable which you created outside as well, right? And what are local variables? Obviously, the variable which is defined inside a function is called local variable, which means that particular variable you can use it within the function, right? Let's create now. Maybe I'll say test1 y equal to Teja, print y. When I say test1, did you see it printed? But obviously, when I say y here, the name y is not defined, obviously, because I said this y is a local variable which is defined inside a function. Only I can use this variable inside this particular function, right? And of course, I can use the combination of local and global variables in the same function. Let's say equal to 1, b equal to 2, right? I say create a function called test2, right? Global a, right? And oh, sorry, I want a to be a the global, and I'm saying b equal to 2 here, right? Then I can say print a plus b. Let's see. Did you see? Right, and when I say 4 here, it's 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. So this is the combination of using the global and local variables. The way a variable, the value in a which we initiate as 1 is remains same, because here we are not storing any of the value, right? We are just adding it, right? Maybe if you say a equal to a plus b, then the value will change, right? And what happens if your global variable and local variable has the same name, right? Let's say we'll again say equal to 1. So test 3. Uh, maybe what I'll do is maybe equal to 10. Okay, let's say equal to 11, right? Let me print here. Test 3, right? So we got 10 here in the local variable. So we said a equal to 10. Let me, print the global variable a. It won't affect, right? Because this is local to this particular function, right? And now we'll try to access, the global variable inside a function, right? We'll see what happens. Global a, right? Let's see how it works. Did you see? So first what we are doing is we said boss this is a global a, this particular variable, and I'm printing it, and then I'm assigning a to 10, right? Yeah. So in this case, obviously this a won't be a local variable, obviously, right? We know the power of using the global variable. When I use this keyword called global, which means you can modify the value of global variable inside a function, right? So there is no point here. I mean, we cannot say this a is a local variable here, as we mentioned global here, right? So hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.